Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part two of a scene for Big Apple Takedown, the Hunter venue for Elwad. We had some technical difficulties in the last scene, so we're just picking up right where we left off, where Zach and Ethan are in the backyard of Rebecca's house, sitting at a picnic table, talking about, well, their special friends. So yeah. So last thing that Ethan said was, well, Zach had asked Ethan, "Why don't you answer the call?"
And so yeah, Ethan answered. I figured there's no such thing as divine justice, so I decided I'm going to try and make this world better by protecting the good people and taking out the bad ones.
You know, not to make y'all jumpy on me, but some would say that's its own form of divine justice.
And he'll smirk. What I mean is, well, I used to be religious, not anymore. Kind of why I didn't want to step in that church the other day. Lost faith in God, or if there even is one. So if he doesn't exist, I guess it's up to us to, well, do what we can.
He nods. You know, you don't have to be religious to have faith. I don't consider myself religious.
But you have faith.
Yeah.
This might be a personal question, but may I ask, faith in what?
Zach would look up, look back at Ethan. Hey,
What did he say?
and he said him.
As in, he said himself. You mean?
No, he looks up.
Oh. Isn't that religious? He'll smile.
No, I don't think so. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know the Lord's Prayer. I study it. I pray. And I do, I've always held on to this. And he'll reach inside his t-shirt and pull out a mahogany and onyx rosary. It's around his neck. I believe in his sacrifice to give us place in this world.
And he'll think.
If you don't mind me asking, what made you lose faith?
He looks down. He'll take a seat. And he'll show his left hand, which has a wedding finger on it. Used to be married. Got married because, well, we were in love. And we found out she had breast cancer. And we prayed every day. We spent so much time going out looking for a cure, looking to all different doctors all around, making research for doctors all around the world, asking the doctors all around the city where we were to what we could do. She was the one that brought me to Christianity.
And I'm guessing, to make a long story short, you lost her.
And he'll just nod.
Yeah. See. So, if you could, would you get rid of the memories you had of her?
He'll shake his head.
Do you think you'd be where you are today if you hadn't lost her?
If I hadn't lost her, I'd probably be back in New Orleans. Back in, I think it's in New Orleans. I don't remember where he's from, but shit, yeah, I was in New Orleans. The whole reason I came to New York was to start another life.
I wandered my way into
Sorry, what was that? Oh, you see?
I wandered my way into New York. I didn't exactly need to stay here. Just one more stop. I always wanted to see. But then I got attacked. Gas station. That's out of the city. Man looked like a zombie. It's actually the first time I heard my companion's voice. He told me something was wrong. Said I had to do something. You know, the universe has a funny way of putting us where we need to be. Your loss must have been a terrible one. But if you hadn't experienced that loss, would you be fighting the same fight you're fighting now?
Probably not.
What do you think? Rebecca, Em, and I would be if you weren't fighting with her.
He'll smirk. I'd like to think I've helped a little bit. Not sure how different things would be without me here.
We'd be worse off. I can tell you in the future we might be worse off if you happen to leave us.
He'll smile.
Pain is necessary, Ethan. Always has been, always will be. Loss is terrible. But in a weird way, I think you needed that experience. I know that sounds callous. I know that sounds not right. Why should you have to sacrifice for the well-beings of others who may never know your sacrifice? There are people in the city who will never know the battles we've faced. They will never know that we are going to save this world and we are going to save Harmony. We will.
And he closes his eyes and nods.
Like I said, I know it ain't right. But sometimes it's necessary. And I like to think I'm paying him back.
And he'll smile. So, how do you know it's a him?
Yeah. I don't. Could be her. Don't really care.
It's just...
I understand you need to be mad at something. I was angry for a long time myself.
His fists are clenching.
It's easy to blame him. It's easy to blame God. After all, he created everything, didn't he?
He'll nod.
Why did God have to create cancer? Why did and God have to create pain? Why did God have to invent loss? I think he created it. Pain, loss. For people like you and me. So we would know that because we experienced it, what was within our power, we would ensure that those around us would never have to experience either.
And he'll nod. When I think about it, I mean, my loss is there too. There is a part of me that says I don't want anyone to suffer that loss. But I'm more concerned about someone like Scarlett, my ex-wife, my wife. Someone that was so sweet, so good. Why someone that had to be taken away?
I don't know why. I don't know. Still, not to be cliche, but so long as you remember, she isn't really gone. Sure, she's not physically here. And no one will ever quite fill the hole that she has left. There are other people. There are other people that need you in their lives. And maybe the more people you have in your life, the more of that hole will eventually get filled. You'll always have her memories. You will always have the happiness she gave you. That can't be taken away from you. part of who you are. The impacts others have on our lives will always be a part of our lives. Even if it is painful at times. But I think the pain. So pain is a good teacher, Ethan. Pain teaches us to recognize when it occurs in others. Maybe we can't help our own pain. I like to think that we can do something for the pain in others, where we recognize it.
I'd like to think I can. I've friends have always been everything I had. I didn't grow up with parents. Grew up in an orphanage. And, well, actually, the girl that would grow up to be the woman I married was part of the group I made friends with quickly. She was the only one in our group that got adopted, but she'd still stay. She'd still come and visit once in a while. But yeah, what I mean is, I've never had a blood family. I've had friends.
Always ahead. Family ain't always blood, Ethan.
You're not. Yeah.
You don't need blood to be a family.
That's what I mean. I haven't had blood family. I've had friends. To me, friends are family. To me, friends are family, he says.
Good. Glad to hear that.
And I think the little merry group of friends we've got here, we need that attachment. We need to know we can trust each other. We need to have that family feeling towards one another. I think it's what helps us get through it at the end of the day.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
And he'll smile. We'll have our fights, we'll have our differences, but what family doesn't have that?
He nods.
And he'll nod.
Do you have any more questions?
Not really. I was going to say I should get going.
You sure?
Yeah, he'll look at the time. Yeah, I probably should. Yeah, if I want to make money, I probably should get going and see if I can get a ride, get a run. But
That's fair.
thank you. Say that. Thank you for this talk.
No thanks needed. Oh, hey. Rebecca would probably say this, so make sure you get something to eat. Make sure you get dinner.
I will. And he'll smirk. And with that he'll wave and yes, with that we can end the thing here.
Sure.
Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and see you